very, very organized and very powerful systems in place that are designed to prevent us from saying and thinking certain things. And a lot of them are designed specifically to control us. And I think that a lot of the relationships between men and women now are designed in a way by the powers that be deliberately to reduce masculine power. How can you feel like a powerful man when you have no control over your own household? How can you be a king in the world if you don't control your own house? And how can you control your own house if a woman can call the police on you for basically nothing, can divorce you and take all your shit, can stop you seeing your
and could kick in America they could kick you out your own house by calling the police on you.
Correct. So
because the police is always going to secure their safety.
So how are you ever a king in your own household? Now, if you don't feel like a king in your own house, you're not going to feel masculine enough out here on the street to represent freedom against tyranny, right? You're not going to feel like kicking up a riot if you have too many problems at home. The reason the men aren't kicking off, the reason the men aren't getting together and say, whoa, you're not destroying my family's life work, is because they're too busy arguing at home with some bitch over some dumb shit. And they deliberately try, they have been deliberately trying for a very long time to reduce the masculine essence. The reason in countries like America, the reason the law is so destructive against men is very, very purposeful. They don't want you to feel like a king. They don't want you to feel powerful. If you wake up on your fucking third year of a sexless marriage, paying taxes, and your kids don't even listen to you, you don't really feel like rebellion. You don't have it inside of you. This is why there's so much fucking male suicide. This is why men are so depressed. This is why everyone's so unhappy, because the life they try and create for men, the things they try and purport, the ideas they try and make us subscribe to are depressing. They want you as a tax slave. They want you as a tax slave. They want you in a sexless marriage with some old fat bitch who hates you. That's what they want. Afraid to leave because they'll take your house and destroy your life's work. And they want you to sit there and pay your taxes until you fucking die. This is all done on purpose. None of this is an accident. It's all very purposeful. This is a control mechanism, along with everything else. Everything you see on TV is a control mechanism. All the shit they put on Netflix is a control mechanism. Telling you that you have mental problems you don't have is a control mechanism. Telling you, you can't focus on anything for 2 minutes because you have ADHD, or you're depressed and you can never fix it. They're trying to control you. They're trying to dampen your life force. Making sure your woman doesn't listen to you is a control mechanism. Making sure you can never leave her without being financially destroyed is a control mechanism. It's all control mechanisms, all of it from head to toe. You have to resist the slave mind. You have to look at it all and understand they are trying to make a slave of you. And when I say slave, I do not mean slave lightly. I mean the word slave. Every single thing about the modern world was deliberately constructed to get us to a point where they can come along and lock you in your house for something with a 99.9% survival rate, and you're going to sit there and take it like a bitch anyway. That's what all this shit is, including being in a position where you can't even tell your own woman she's not allowed out with her friends to get fucking drunk with a bunch of dudes. Because you're not even allowed to do that. If a wife comes home and goes, I want to go out drinking tonight, you go, you're not fucking going nowhere. Oh, I want to go out with my friends from work. You're not going out with them men. That's coercive and controlling behavior. Bro, you can't even tell your bitch not to go get fucking drunk with dudes.